let's talk about some shockers that we saw this week. My biggest shock of the week, some honorable mentions first. Russell Wilson, I talked about him. What a performance. 450 yards in the air, plus some more on the ground. That was the career high for the former Seahawk, the former Bronco, the former Pittsburgh Steeler, and the current New York Giant. There was the career high for him. Wow, what an incredible performance from Russell Wilson. He didn't get the win because at the end of the game, he threw the pick, but that was a real shocker. Seeing that Russell Wilson can really throw the ball downfield and get the sticks moving, because that's what he was doing all game long against the Dallas Cowboys. Just he couldn't come up with the win. This week, I'm going to be doing something different because I just can't pick one. There are two big shocks of the week, and I got to mention both of them. I'm going to start out with the team that was coming off 3 straight Super Bowls and a Super Bowl loss this past season against the Philadelphia Eagles, the Kansas City Chiefs. They're done. Their dynasty over, kaputs, over, finito. They're done. The Kansas City Chiefs dynasty is no more. Without Xavier Worthy, without Rashee Rice, they are struggling. Travis Kelce has not looked good. He cost Patrick Mahomes an interception. He had the chance to score a touchdown when the game was almost on the line. That would have given them the lead. Harrison Butker missed a field goal early in the game. That's 10 free points that you could have had in a game where you lost by 3. The Kansas City Chiefs are done. They're struggling without Worthy and Rice. Kelce, his head is not in the game. Offensively, they don't look good, and their defense, as okay and good as they look, they're not the elite Kansas City Chiefs defense that we have known that has helped them get to such a phenomenal peak time in and time out. They are no longer that defense. They are no longer that offense. They are no longer that team. The Kansas City Chiefs are done. And looking at their schedule, I don't think it's crazy to say the Kansas City Chiefs will not make the playoffs for the first time in Patrick Mahomes' career. Their schedule is tough. Looking at their schedule, next week they face the Giants. That could be a win. Against the Ravens, I don't think that's going to be a win. Jaguars, that could be a win. And against the Lions, I don't think that's going to be a win. It's not crazy to say that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to be 2-4 once Rashee Rice returns. But I don't even know if that's enough. They play the Raiders, the Commanders, the Bills, the Broncos, the Colts, all of those teams have proven to some extent that they can win a football game because all of those teams have wins on the year so far. The Raiders, we'll see what they do tonight, Monday Night Football. The Commanders, we'll see how they turn it around after that horrendous game against the Packers. The Bills, we know they're good. The Broncos, we know they're good. The Colts have proven now that they're good. The Cowboys, that could be a win. But then you have the Texans. They're a good team. The Chargers, who have already beat them. Then you have the Titans. Then you have the Broncos again, and then the Raiders. There are a lot of potential losses on this schedule. I'm looking at least 6. And I don't think 9-8 is enough in the AFC to make the playoffs. And that's, I don't want to say best case scenario because I'm never going to say that with Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. But this is a tough schedule, and I don't know if the Kansas City Chiefs have it anymore. So that was one big shock from the week. But the biggest shock of the week is that we have found the new best team in the NFL. And it is not the Kansas City Chiefs. It is not the Philadelphia Eagles. It is not Buffalo. And it is not Baltimore. It is the Green Bay Packers. After watching what they did week 1 against the Detroit Lions, I was willing to blame it on the fact that the Detroit Lions were struggling early this season because of the amount of coordinators that they lost. They lost their offensive coordinator, their defensive coordinator, their rushing game coordinator. They lost so many guys behind the scenes who were able to change that franchise from a pathetic franchise to the most entertaining team in the league. So I was willing to chalk it up to that, say, yes, the Green Bay Packers are good, but I think that the problems were more on Detroit. Until I watched Thursday Night Football. The Green Bay Packers made the Washington Commanders, who just looked, they had their problems with penalties week 1 against the Giants. They didn't look amazing, but they didn't look bad. They made the Washington Commanders look terrible. I have never seen, as a Washington Commanders fan, I have never seen Jaden Daniels look the way he did. He looked bad. And I don't say that lightly. Jaden Daniels, I believe, is our franchise quarterback in Washington. He is going to be the reason that the Washington Commanders are going to be good for years to come. Part of the reason. But the Green Bay Packers, the way that their defense plays is so physical, so forceful, so demanding that they don't allow anything to fly offensively. They just faced two of the best offenses from last season, two of the best offenses that I believe will be this season, and made them look sorry. The Green Bay Packers are legit. They are the best team in the NFL, and until proven otherwise, they are the favorite to win the Super Bowl. They are the favorite to win the Super Bowl. The Green Bay Packers look unstoppable right now. They are so good. And if you look at their schedule, let me ask you this. Who can beat them? Who can beat the Green Bay Packers right now? I'm not seeing a loss until maybe Detroit gets one back. I don't think Chicago's getting one back. Maybe Baltimore, but Baltimore's all the way at the end of the season. Who's going to beat them before Baltimore? Who? Answer me that question. Who? It's not going to be Philly. I don't think Philly's going to beat the Green Bay Packers. Philly has had some question marks. The Packers have not. Their offense, their defense, they look unstoppable right now. And I don't see that changing anytime soon.